This is QualityStocks. Today's Thursday, March 3rd, 2011, and today we're going to take a look at POZN Inc. It's a NASDAQ Global Market stock trading under the ticker POZN. Not sure what happened with POZN here, but it had a pretty good drop-off, fell through a pretty solid support line. Down here now around $5. A spinning top, dropped yesterday, showing a little bit of indecision even though it's still closed down. It's setting itself up into a classic bottom play. I'm not going to get much from most of these indicators. We're going to see them still heading down. See MACD isn't even demonstrating any divergence with the histogram. We do have a classic pinch sort of setup starting to happen. We're going to look for the ADX, of course, to flatten out and start to see signs of a roll and turn of the PPO and a possible bounce. That's what we look for first, is a bounce. Look for it to get at least 1, maybe 2 or 3 days in the bounce, and then possibly a little bit of a retrace. Then we'll see if it's going to define itself as a true bottom. MFI is all getting buried at this point. You can see the MFI 7 is actually at 0. Even the 21 is down very low at 10.36. Accumulation distribution singing a little bit of a different tune. Starting to get a little bit of uptrend in the shaking money flow as well. While there's obviously selling going on, there also appears to be some buying that's weighing it out at least a little bit. CCI is starting to make its way back towards negative 100. Full Stow, of course, is bottomed. We know from previous charts, though, not to put too much faith in the fact that it's in oversold territory. It can trend down here for quite a while. What we're going to look for now is just a turn and a move back towards 20 to try and show some momentum coming into the stock. Tricks, of course, lagging. Getting no indications of a turn yet at this point. RSI is all heavily oversold. This chart is just at the point of starting to put it on the watch list and then look for the bounce. Bottom support level there at $5. We're going to look for that to hold. And there's no real strong resistance in the way. There's going to be a little bit right here around $5.25, but there won't be a lot of resistance until it gets up here now around $5.60. So that'd be a target for the first bounce if it can happen. When it does that, it's going to be approaching this 20-day moving average, which is the middle of the Bollinger Bands. That's about a 10% move, which is something that we always look for as a minimum upside. Closed at $5.10. You can see this is very low volume, 50,000 shares traded. I'm not sure about the share structure of POZN. I'm going to make a guess that's relatively low since volume is pretty consistently low. So these sort of plays can put together an awful nice bounce with any sort of buying pressure. So this chart's definitely going to hit the watch list for the next few days. If it falls through $5, it's probably going to be a sit back and wait again for a few days. But it's still worthy of keeping on a watch list for some sort of bounce to happen, or from some sort of news to really quantify what's going on with this. So we'll go ahead and identify that somewhere around $6 is where I'd be looking for another resistance level. And certainly if you can climb all the way up here near $6.22, around that area, it's going to become pretty substantial. But again, I'm not looking for that today. This is on radar for a bounce and for the pincher formation to start to play itself out. This is typically a pretty reliable bottom play. But what's going to need to happen is you'll see that ADX start to flatten. You'll see this positive DI snap up, negative DI continue to work its way down. And over time, you'll see this ADX just start to work itself back down. You look for the PPO to start to trend back towards 0. Of course, at that time, the MACD should be doing the same thing. That may identify this as a true bottom and something that's going to continue to trend back upwards over the next several months. But as far as doing a little bottom fishing, this chart certainly has some appeal to it. It'll be on the watch list today and in the upcoming days. As always, merely my interpretation of the POZN chart. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Thanks for watching, and trade smart.